Just before we begin, I just wanted to let you know that the game recap that I put at the start of the last video, I believe I'm not going to put in front of regular game videos anymore. I'm going to save those for the end of month recap videos that I'm planning going forward. So you won't see the Erie game recapped here. You will see that in a couple videos. So thanks for the understanding, and please enjoy. Hello, and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and Jason Parham's Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, we faced off against the Erie Seawolves and had a couple walks, which was not the best outing. But today, we are on the bus, and we are going to go face let's find out. We are going to go face the Richmond Flying Squirrels, so let's get to it.
A pitching coach checks in with a member of his staff.
Okay, so I guess this is in lieu of the game breakers from last year, where you had the potential to purchase multipliers to your in-game experience, as well as random chances to get additional multipliers from in-story events. So for the next couple games, I guess I will have a bonus to my K per 9, assuming I get any K per 9. Okay, bullpen session. Now, my goal so far is to get as many cap upgrades as I can while I'm still in the minor leagues, because I want to be able to just light the majors on fire as soon as I get there. So I don't have any options for that. So instead, I am going to buff up my two-seamer, try to get a better K per 9 and velocity out of it, and yeah. We will go ahead and get into our next game.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jason Parham gets the call for game one of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy has three pitches that he brings into his mix, and if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all three of his pitches.
Yeah, as has been asked a couple times in the comments, it would be really nice to be able to add a fourth or even a fifth pitch to my repertoire. But I haven't found an option for it, and I don't know if it's possible for me to get one at this point. So as soon as I find out how and whether I can do that, I will certainly let you know, or more likely you'll see it.
Swinging a ball chop foul.
But in the meantime, I'm just going to have to make do with my poor little three-pitch selection.
This evening, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty B, we got a couple of teams right now that haven't been playing very good baseball, D-Row. One of these two teams needs to get things turned around and start things off on a good note and win the first game of the series.
It just takes one W to put a good taste in your mouth. I'm telling you, I know both teams come in on a losing streak, but someone finds a gap, someone puts their best foot forward and has a nice outing on the mound. This can turn around super quick.
Now a flare out toward right center. Johnson.
Oh, no. That was almost great. But,
and it's a base hit. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. And now we'll look at the...
A credited hit with an out is still an out.
D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Let's try you.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
One time, need you right here.
Here comes the 0-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops. 1 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1. Now the 2-1.
All right, you gonna bite on this one? No, you're not.
A fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
All right, well, probably gonna wind up either being ball 4 or good hit, but we're gonna give it a try. Yep.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Digging in.
I would rather have a walk that looks a little silly than have to give him a pitch that he could slam.
Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Because walks are bad, but
Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a strike.
I don't want to give up any more homers if I can help it.
Valentin stands at first with 1 out. He's running. And this one's
Nuts.
Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it close and preventing the runner from maybe going all the way around to third.
1-2, here it comes. Fastball, strike 3.
Oh, have a seat, sir. Get comfy.
2 away.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Into the box, Roberto Hernandez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
Yeah, well, he's got to get a hit first, and I'm not gonna make it easy for him.
The 0-1 delivery. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
So, come and get it, fella.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2. On the ground over the first. And he'll step on the back.
Thank you very much for playing.
Over. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Daniel Turner. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Nothing to speak of so far. Top of the second, no action from our team.
Is laid off for ball 2.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Yeah, I would rather avoid that if at all possible, so... Ah, come on, Blue!
So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Standing in, Mac Williamson, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
That one was about as perfect as I could make it. So.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh, for crying out loud.
In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
Oh, up around the chin there, 2-0.
And the old run expectancy is not looking so good for Mr. Parham right now. Off for
low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Kevin Walker.
All right, let's get this over with.
Second, nobody out. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hit me. I said hit me.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Come on, you son of a gun. Hurry up and hit me.
Not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider? Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Yeah. Well, that guy can go get comfy because just struck him out.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Walker, a 22-year-old, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. Here's the 1-1.
Pop one up. That'll get him over to third.
Saunders is under it.
Or maybe not.
And there are two gone now. Coming to the plate now, J.R. Vick, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
If he can come through here, that's the operative. That's the operative term.
Breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Ugh.
The 1-1.
Ump's trying to get me.
To the left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
All right, hurry up and hit me.
Ground ball right side.
Thank you very much. I'll be honest, I didn't expect to get out of that without giving up a run, but we made it.
And a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0.
One out. You got one.
The pitcher, Jason Parham, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on.
All right, well.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is on the ground.
Hey, how about that?
That'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rick Johnson. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Johnson.
Now, granted, that was on rookie difficulty hitting. Not much I can do about that. I didn't set it to anything better because I'm really not any better than.
And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. On to first.
What? Oh.
So 1 run here on 4 hits here.
Stupid.
No errors,
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Dave Vila. 9-1-2 due up. Popped him up. Moran is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Easy infield fly.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Randy Guillen.
Right fielder, Randy Guillen.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one.
I'll be honest, I'm still pretty salty about the fact that I didn't get that,
Now the 1-0.
that I ran that so bad, but
A swing and a miss.
nothing I can do about it now.
Strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Hernandez takes it in. Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping up now, Kevin Valentin. He drew a walk his first time up.
Kevin Valentin.
All right, let's take you one more time.
A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
All right, come reach for this one. No?
And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
Well, come inside for this one. How about that?
And it's fouled away.
Inside changeup. Oop, got you reaching for that one. Okay. Give this a try, but I'm a little worried. Hey, how about that?
And that's the final out of the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Curve lead it 1-0. Ready for another chance? Mark Bentler. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Baseman Mark Bentler.
First offering on its way.
Come after this changeup.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, nobody out. Drive the other way. Let's go, big dog.
All right.
Hey, come on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Bouncer down the line, but it gets fouled.
Curveball. Curveball it is. Low and away.
That
Man.
says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
The 1-2. Line softly out toward left center.
Ah, son of a gun.
Out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Crap.
He just tapped
Ah.
this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field.
And he
gap.
misses the
That was a
dive,
nice
too.
job to get the bat
Dang.
around in time to score that baby up.
Well, there's some not top 10 action for you right there.
How about it?
Standing in now, Roberto Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball one.
Oh, man. Nobody paid to watch you, Blue.
Facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
No one out with a runner at second.
Get your pitch. Right here.
All right.
2 balls and a strike now.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Hit out toward second.
Oh, for frick's sake.
And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy was...
Man, stop diving, you guys. You're killing me out here.
Now batting.
In now, Daniel Turner
Ugh.
is off 1-0. He drew a base on balls his first.
Man, oh man, oh man. Somebody paid this ref. Somebody paid this ump.
The 1-0.
Thank you.
Back and catches the zone for a strike. Hernandez aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, look at
Get him. Get him.
Stop. There's one on to first, and they get them both.
Just a two-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than
That was a good
and they
play.
roll up your basic 6-4-3 double play.
That was a really good play. Now I feel kind of bad for yelling at my poor guys.
And the versatile Mac Williamson hits next. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
3.
Oh, for Pete's sake. You want a high change? You want a high curve? Fine, I'll give you a high curve. Hit this, son of a bitch.
A curveball that catches the inside corner.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
All right, you want fastballs? I'll give you fastballs. Come get a fastball.
And he takes a cold strike at the
Like,
knee.
have you swung even once? At all? Ever?
Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Striding in once again, Jason Parham. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
All right. Whatever you say, fellas.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Walker. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Center fielder, Kevin Walker.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, all told, I can't say I'm too disappointed with the way the game has gone. I'm just a little bit frustrated with the umpiring in this one. I feel like I've made a lot of good pitches. That was not one of them. I feel like I've made a lot of good pitches that didn't actually get the calls made correctly.
Pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Johnson.
Yeah, that's a gapper.
Chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll make it in there safely as he starts out the 5th with a leadoff triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
Now batting, second baseman.
Into the box now, J.R. Vick. Missed with a breaking ball.
I'm upset.
We got no one.
Now the 1-0. Fouled off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where...
Dribbled down the third baseline. Moran is there. Throw to first. Not in time as the run is across to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
All right, you son of a gun. If you want to bunt so bad, I'll give you the friggin' bunt.
Here's the 3-0. Boy, and somewhat shockingly, he's bunting on 3-0, but he gets it down. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Yeah. Whatever that's worth to you.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Randy Guillen, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1 pitch.
Oof.
Behind 0-2 now.
Gotcha. Have a seat. Get comfy.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Now
Into
batting.
the box, Kevin Valentin.
Kevin
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
Called strike 2.
Come and get it, fella.
This is flared out towards second.
Thanks for playing.
First will get him easily, and the side is retired.
And I suspect that's going to do it for Jason today. They might give me 1 more inning, but I wouldn't put a whole lot of money on
Coming
it.
up, the Squirrels lead it 2-1. Tom Poole takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 30, Tom Poole.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Flying Squirrels used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Dave Vila wins his 3rd of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Graham Grant closes the door for the save, his 5th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Well, I did all I could, but just couldn't make it happen. So unfortunately, that'll be the first decision of Jason Parham's career, and it will be a loss. So until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.
They left 11 men on base.